tuned in to Happy News Now, the show where the Samesville of negative thinking is left in the rear view mirror. Come on! Next stop for us, Happyville. In our opening story, the Homefront Cares takes Wounded Warrior to a new and different level. Every day at the Homefront Cares, they help our wounded warriors, people who have served in Iraq or Afghanistan, to get through life's bumps and hurdles by doing a simple thing. They write a check. That's right. Show us the money. And they show veterans the money every day by helping with simple things, rent, car problems, all sorts of things that help veterans who are transitioning back into their civilian life transition successfully.
Hi, I'm Beanie Man, and I had the privilege to go to the Homefront Cares Gala and interview a whole bunch of people that have a huge impact with the organization. And the organization has a huge impact on soldiers and their families. And being a military spouse for 26 years, or over 26 years actually, with an active duty husband who's been in for almost 30 years, we've seen firsthand the help and the hand up Homefront can give to people and has given to people in situations where they really had no way out and the impact it made for them. So it was a real privilege to be here, and I'm really happy to share all this good footage that we shot for you here. Hi, I'm Beanie Man with Happy News Now, and we're here today at the Broadmoor in Colorado Springs, where the Homefront Cares Foundation is having their big annual gala. Mr. Kane, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I really appreciate what you guys do for the soldiers, for the military, because my husband is active duty himself.
Thank you for that.
So how long have you been involved with Homefront Cares?
About 7 years.
Wow, very nice.
I've served on the board of advisors as well as the board of directors.
Mm-hmm. What made you decide to get involved?
In my day during the Vietnam War, we needed support for our families, and oftentimes we had to do it ad hoc, and there were ways that we figured out how to support them. We had a great organization called the Navy Marine Corps Relief, but we also found there were additional needs that need to be met by the family in terms of making sure they were carried through, and had bridging capacity. And that bridging capacity that takes someone to that level of success that they may just need to get across that gap that they're in is very helpful. So I'll give you an example. I'm the Chancellor of Colorado Technical University, and I have a student who needed someone to help pay his rent while he was living, and he was going through PTSD, and he was living and trying to go to school and trying to get things taken care of. His rent meant his car. He was living in his car.
Oh, wow.
And so the Homefront Cares helped the individual with that and helped him bridge through that, helped him put together a financial plan, got him other services. He's now working on his master's degree.
Oh, wow, that is awesome.
And has a job, is employed. So
wow.
I think it's when you see that type of success for those folks.
That's definitely happy.
Important. Yes, ma'am.
That's happy. So, what brings you happiness when you do Homefront Cares? Is it people like the soldier, the service member, to help them and then see them moving forward? And
when I see the relief on their face that they know they've got a way ahead, when they know that we unlock the door. We don't open the door for them. We unlock it and make them open that door for themselves.
Right.
Because that we all know that we need to be able to have that hand up. They don't want to hand out. They want to hand up, which is our motto. As our vision is that we will bridge them to that success, and that's when we see that expression in their face, that's what gives us a good feeling.
Hi, George, I'm Beanie.
Hi, Beanie, I'm George.
Nice to meet you. We met the other day at one of the meetings. How long have you been involved with Homefront Cares?
I've been on staff for 3.5 years, and I was a volunteer for about a year before that.
Very nice. What made you get involved?
I was recruited by a mutual friend of one of the founders, Bob Carlone, and they needed help with publicity for their annual dinner 4 years ago, or 5 years ago now. And so they asked me to help out. I'm a PR guy, and so I did some pro bono work for them for about a year, and then they offered me a job.
Very nice. Very nice. So what's your job then with Homefront Cares?
I'm the communications manager, so I handle everything from our website to our newsletter to our media relations to our sponsorships and promotions. I spread the word.
There you go. See, that's awesome. Since we're Happy News Now, my question obviously is, what brings you happiness and joy in doing what you do?
Knowing that we're making a difference in the lives of people who deserve our help because they've sacrificed for us.
Right. That's awesome. I know there's a lot of organizations in town, and I know you work with a lot of them hand in hand. You know, and I also know there's a lot of organizations that, how to put this nicely, you know, maybe not so much. You know, are you guys trying to reach out to them as well and bring them in? Is that part of maybe?
I'm not sure what you mean.
Some organizations, they're like, we're all about the veterans, you know, and we start a nonprofit. Are you reaching out to new nonprofits also that are saying they're going to help veterans? Or
well, we're part of the larger military care network in town. Yeah, the Peak Military Care Network. We are part of that. We're a referral agency, so other agencies have to refer clients to us.
Oh, see.
So if they call our helpline, for instance, one of our case managers will talk to them, but also figure out where they need to start in their process. They always need more help than just what we're giving.
Right, that's awesome. That's where I was going with my question.
Exactly.
Formulating it in my head.
Yeah, the best way to put it is we are part of the Peak Military Care Network.
Awesome.
Yep.
That is so wonderful. And I know you help so many. I know my husband's soldiers probably received help from you guys at more than one occasion also. And I really want to thank you for that because it makes his life easier, which, it makes my life easier too.
Right.
But thank you so much for spreading the happy to our veterans and their families and everything. I really appreciate that.
Absolutely.
Yes, yummy, happy food. It makes me happy, very happy. This is awesome.
And I'm Terrence McWilliams with the El Pomar Foundation.
Thank you, which you are a huge sponsor to the Homefront Cares organization and so many other military organizations.
Absolutely, but what you're probably not aware is that I was a part of the original founding of Homefront Cares.
Very nice.
And when I say I was a part of that, I was the Command Sergeant Major of Fort Carson at the time when Joe Hingham and Bob Carlone came into my office with this idea of establishing the Homefront Cares and shared with me the intent of how it would benefit taking care of the home front, taking care of the families while the service members deployed.
Right.
And was in total support of it.
That is awesome.
You know, especially when we have 70% of our military families that live on the economy. And this conflict, families didn't go home. They stayed in place.
Right.
Car breakdown, who do I call? What do I do? That's where Homefront Cares came in.
Wow.
And it's been a phenomenal organization ever since.
And it's grown phenomenally.
Absolutely.
It is absolutely. And you guys do so much. I mean, the Homefront Cares Foundation, the El Pomar Foundation, I'm just in awe. Every time I have to go to the military events with my husband, it's like, sponsor El Pomar, you know, which is fantastic. And it's like, it's really a way of spreading happy.
Well, you know, that's the beauty of Colorado Springs. That's one of the reasons why Fort Carson is the most sought after duty assignment. Because of the way this community embraces the military. They're our family.
Right.
You know, we want to integrate them and make them feel like you are part of this community.
Keith is actually one of the recipients from Homefront Cares.
I'm a former client.
Your former client?
Yes.
That is amazing.
Yeah,
Do you mind sharing your story with us?
Not at all. Not at all. My wife and I, future wife at the time, were on a date. We were at her company Christmas party, and it was on East Colfax, but you gotta keep in mind a couple of things about East Colfax. Like, one side of it is treacherous, right?
Right.
But the other side is the City Park neighborhood, and that's the oldest neighborhood in Denver. Houses built in the 1870s, right? So, you know, we lived on that side of Colfax, and she worked on Colfax at a place called Trattoria Stella. Like, it's a pretty swanky, like, nice restaurant on East Colfax. But we were at her Christmas party and we got mugged.
Oh, no.
Yeah, we were the victims of a violent crime, right?
Oh, wow.
And Alicia was in between me and the guy at one point, and I saw him pull his coat back and I saw a knife. So I took Alicia and I kind of politely persuaded her out of the way.
You pushed her? I was going to say, you pushed her.
And then this man proceeded to stab me a bunch of times.
Wow.
Right?
I'm glad you're here.
I'm as well, right? It was, I don't know about
Wow,
that night.
that must
but
have been super scary.
It was pretty scary. I mean, I've been in scary situations before, so
Yeah.
it was scary. It was scary, right? And that landed me in the hospital for a couple of months, and like I said, it was a Christmas party. So, you know, I was in the hospital over Christmas.
Oh,
I didn't
wow.
know how I was going to pay my rent. Like, I quit going to my job. You know what I mean? And Alicia quit
So you
going
had
to her
been
job.
out of the military at that point?
Yeah,
Or were you
8
still-
years.
Oh, wow.
8 years out of the military.
Okay.
Right? And I was sitting in the hospital. I didn't know how things were going to get paid. I was freaking out, basically.
Right.
You know, Christmas was coming. And I was
yeah.
freaking out.
Yes.
Right? And I saw an advertisement or a pop-up or I got an email or something from the Homefront Cares, so I Googled them and found out what they did, and I wrote them an email at like 3:30 in the morning, right? I had nothing else to do. I was in a hospital bed 24 hours a day.
It's a good time.
So yeah, so I wrote him an email, and 7:30 the next morning, I had a response from the executive director.
Oh, wow.
You know,
That's
and
fantastic.
April was like
Right.
the executive director. April was like, well, Keith, we're gonna help you. Like, we've already decided you fit our criteria. We're gonna help you.
Oh, wow, that's
And so
awesome.
I was just like, whew,
Right.
you know, yeah,
Yeah.
this is really great. But I didn't know the extent of what they were gonna do.
Right.
You know what I mean? They paid my rent. They paid my electricity bill. They got us presents. They got my girlfriend at the time, wife. They got us gift cards to go to Target.
Oh,
so that
wow,
we
I have
could
chills. That's amazing. That
you
is
know what I
wonderful.
mean? So that
right.
we could have a Christmas tree in my hospital room.
Right, so you had a little happy in
Yeah.
spite of everything.
Well, the hospital didn't allow Christmas trees with lights.
Yeah,
so
I
the
don't
tree
know.
didn't have lights, right? But whatever. I had a tree.
There you
we got
go.
to put ornaments on it. It was amazing.
That is awesome.
And ever since then, I've been lucky enough to kind of like hang out with those guys, and I get to tell my story a lot. I think that's important.
It is very
because,
important, yes.
I mean, these people are working for nothing. You know,
Right.
they're volunteers.
Right.
They're volunteers, and they're taking all the money that they raise, and they're supporting more people. You know what I mean? They're not paying their executives 30% of what
Right,
they make.
exactly.
Right, that's
Right.
what you're allowed to do by law. I don't think that really fits the mission statement of many
Right.
nonprofits,
I agree.
right?
Yeah.
But these guys they're just an inspiration. Like they're true of heart, and they're doing the right thing every day. Every day.
That is awesome.
And it's just, I'm so proud that I met them and that I get to experience things like this.
Right.
Welcome back. We're headed to Happyville. Hey, we have a little story that we found on the internet that we thought would make you happy. Come on over and check this out.
East Rochester School is always a good day, but for fourth grader Adrienne Hebert and her little sister Emily in kindergarten, they have no idea just how special it's about to become. And here's why.
You want to fix?
In a nearby classroom, Gunnery Sergeant Donnie Hebert is just home from Afghanistan. He wasn't supposed to return until April, and he's about to see his daughters for the first time in months.
Any nerves?
Well, you always have nerves. You know, you don't know which way they're going to react.
Well, let's see, shall we? First, Adrienne sees a welcome home banner. Initially, there's confusion, but when she sees her dad for the first time in a long time, it all gives way to this.
We have a very, very special guest today.
Emily breaks from the pack first.
Hi, baby.
And then seconds later, the Hebert family is whole again.
How you doing, baby?
And Daddy, too.
Muffled sobs into the chest of this Marine say it all. Although after the reunion, the girls gave it their best shot.
What kind of day was this for you?
Very special and loving day.
What did you think when you saw Daddy?
Very happy.
For Mom Jamie, it was a tough secret to keep. But with this kind of reaction, it was all worth it.
Just seeing them run up, it just waterworks.
Yeah, what a feeling, huh?
It is. You really can't explain it.
And you don't have to, Marine, as your little girls explained it for us. In Rochester, Josh McKelvin, WMUR News 9.
Thank you so much for joining us for Happy News Now. We hope that we've been able to help you to get you happy, spread your happy, or increase your happy. We'll be seeing you next week.